The following program contains medical procedures and treatments involving dermatology. Viewer discretion is advised. I see you have neurofibromatosis.
Yes.
Right? So people get a lot of these neurofibromas, which are benign, but people get a range of them. Some people get not very many, and some people get neurofibromas on top of neurofibromas. You know, so yes. Kim has a pretty severe form of neurofibromatosis, which is a pretty complex genetic neurological condition. These bumps are not life-threatening, but they can affect your daily living. They can affect your ability to breathe. They're composed of a bundle of nerves, and maybe they can cause you pain. So what brings you here to see me today?
So I have a BiPAP machine.
Okay.
And I would like to be able to get a better seal on my face.
Okay. So sleep apnea, so you have to wear that really has to have a pretty tight seal around your mouth area. Mm-hmm. I could spend 6 hours on 3 square inches of Kim's face to try to make it smooth. So I'm really glad she's come in with a specific request here that I can potentially help with. Sleep apnea is not related to neurofibromatosis. They're independent diagnoses. She just happens to have sleep apnea and neurofibromatosis. So if I can do something to help to seal that mask on her face so she sleeps better, this is a very big deal.
The ones down here in that line and this one.
Okay.
I would like, if we could, to concentrate like on the front of the face.
Okay. So mainly here, along here, like this kind here, that's a little more work. You can try to kind of smooth that area down because this is like full thickness in this area. I would suggest numbing it and taking what we call a loop electrocautery and trying to sculpt them, but parts of them are still going to be there.
Yeah, I understand.
The challenge with Kim is to remove some of these neurofibromas so that we get the tightest seal. So for the cheek, I'm going to cut a wedge, essentially, of skin out there and pull that together and sew that together. In terms of her chin, my goal here is to really shave them off and make that area of a more contour, normal chin. If I can create a better seal there so she can get the proper oxygen she needs when she's sleeping, her life is going to be so much better.
And the fun begins.
Okay. The main thing I'm concerned about is if I just take the top off of these, are they like icebergs under the skin? Would they sort of herniate and just push back up onto the surface of the skin? I'm gonna just do one little spot right here, okay? I'm trying to get rid of the bumps on her skin, but I also don't want to create indents in her skin. And if they do that, they could leave a hole under the skin. If I can't get this area smooth and flat, she's not gonna get a tight seal with her sleep apnea mask. See how it kind of will not be like herniate or bulge out more. It's like they want to come out, but they don't really want to come out. I like that. This is what I was afraid of.
It's like whack-a-mole.
It is kind of like that because they're under there, and if you get part of them, sometimes just like it like gives it more space to like see them trying to bulge out again. See that? It's like tucked in. And then I might give it a little squeeze, and there it comes again. These chin growths that she has, these neurofibromas, have a potential to herniate out because there's a weakening in the opening. So if this bump was tucked in there and kept in place with your skin, but now I shave off that skin, what's going to stop that whole thing from popping out? I think when the swelling goes down, this is going to look better. It's a little swollen, nothing crazy right now. You think you got them smoothed out? Do you see the difference for you too?
Yeah.
I mean, overall it's swollen, but like it's less bumpy. Visually, it may not look that impressive, the amount of neurofibromas I removed on Kim, but I've successfully removed the ones that have been getting in the way of her sleep apnea mask. And this means the first good night of sleep for Kim. You did great.
Oh, yeah. Look how flatter that is there.
Yeah.
I did try to shave this down a little bit. Hopefully that'll help you to fit your mask better.
With neurofibromatosis, I knew that Dr. Lee couldn't take everything away, but she was really good at looking at the ones that would have the highest impact.
Well, how do you feel?
I really think the mask is going to fit so much better with this gone. So it's really going to, I think, make a big difference. People forget how important sleep is. It affects your longevity of your life. I'm looking forward to being around longer.
Bye. Take care.
Dr. Lee really changed my life.
I'm glad I could come.
Thanks.
I'm really glad I could.